Hello everyone, I'm here to present another of our solutions for removing liquid paint, epoxy resins and glue. This is a machine we're going to deliver to a customer in Sweden. Actually 2 of them, you can see them right here. And over here I have the filters, which is filters from a painting line that has to be cleaned. Just over on the package you can see they're completely blue. What we're going to do here is we're going to show you how to remove paint with a water-mixable solvent, which means we are cleaning here with mostly water. And the water content is 75%, and we have 25% chemicals. So now I'm going to put on my gloves. So I'm going to open the machine now. This is with a manual door. In this machine, we're going to clean in 2 layers. So we have 1 layer for washing and another one, because the filters are not very big, or not very tall, as you might say. So to increase the capacity, we are working at 2 layers. Take the filters. So here's the filter number 1. So I'm just gonna here. Take 1 more filter. So the second one here is a little bit less contaminated. So now we are ready to wash filters. I'm going to move them in. And as you can see, we are spraying in 3 layers to make sure that we are both getting the parts clean at the top and bottom. Yeah. I'm ready to close the chamber, the door. I'm going to set the program. I'm going to do 30 minutes washing, 5 minutes rinsing. And we're not going to do drying today. So good. Otherwise, here you can see all the parameters. We have the water level of the washing and rinsing tank. We have the temperature. We have a drying section. And here's the washing program. We can see all the information. So let's press start. And then let's see how it goes. So while it's cleaning, I can just show you a little bit around. We can start with the user panel. It's here. So I'm just going to change the language to English. So basically in the wash tank, you can set the temperature. Here it's for Fahrenheit, because for the US market. You can see the volume of the tank. It's working about 390 liters height. Beside that, you can add automatic water filling, chemical dosing. You can automatically empty the tank by just pushing a button. This machine also has energy monitoring, which means we measure the consumption, the water consumption, and the chemical consumption. So you have a complete overview of what the cost is when using this machine. There's a service menu you can enter where you can do all the settings. I will not go into details, but here you basically ensure that the machine is working as you want to do. We will for sure help you with this. So let's just go around here. Here we have a technical area. I have taken the door off. We have a main switch, the electrical cabinet, pneumatic controls, and the spraying pumps. The spraying pumps is custom made for working with paint and epoxy. So it's custom made ceilings and pillars and these things. This is a pump which we know works for this application. On the spraying, we have a filtration system with a manometer to show you the pressure. There's an extraction fan to remove the fumes. We have automatic water dosing system. We have water meters to tell us the water consumption. There's a draining pump. Automatic valves for opening and closing when you have to empty. Right here on the other side, we have a chemical dosing pump. The chemical dosing pump is including a level sensor which tells you when the canisters are empty. So if you run out of chemicals, it will tell you to refill it. For this side, here this customer have chosen air drying, which is an option. Some people like it, some don't. Here we have the filters and tanks. So you have a flowback filter to take big particles, and then in here you can see we're removing the paint, which is in this case blue. When we are done washing, we go to a rinsing station where we are rinsing with water. When we are done rinsing, then the process is done and you can take your parts out and start using them. So this is all I have for now. Let's wait a little bit more because it takes some time before they're clean, and then when they are done, let's open the door. So now I have showed you around the machine, but let me just show you also some other machines we're doing for epoxy, paint and glue removal. Because just around the corner, we have 2 machines which are going to the US within the next couple of weeks. So besides these 2, we have 2 very similar machines, but with another loading system. So the cleaning process itself is the same. And we also have the same double loading system where we are spraying in 3 layers and have 2 platforms. This one and the machine you see over there are going to be used for filament winding tools. And filament winding tools are working in 2-component epoxy normally. So we are winding epoxy, and the tools we have to clean. And the machine over here is actually the second machine for that customer. So, like I said, it's not just paint, it's also glue and epoxy, and that's what we are very good at. This one has a trolley, so instead of having a manual cover where you are loading the parts on and pushing them in, then you are having a trolley. You can go to your production equipment, you can load the parts to the platform. When they're loaded, you just push it in, push the button, the cover moves down, and then we start cleaning. So that's another way of doing it. But let's go back now, and then I hope it's ready. So now the washing machine is done. We have just been finishing the exhaust process, so after the cleaning cycles, we are extracting all the fumes. And let's look if it's clean after 30 minutes of washing. So, like I said, we don't have any drying on this, but here we have the filters. So, well, what can I say? I think it looks very nice. So, the filters were completely blue before with the paint. And imagine, this could be many things. It could be glue, it could be epoxy. It depends on the chemical we are using. But one thing you have to think about is that it can also be a tool. It can be a filament winding tool. It can be whatever tool you have in the production or whatever cleaning need you have. As long as we're working with the things we are good at, which is epoxy, glues, and paints.